Hello again, everyone. Deflect here, Firm but Fair Gaming. We are in the vault. It is season 2, and we are going to see how lucky things are. It was a long weekend here in Canada, so I did only get a few dungeons done. I did it on multiple tunes, but only a few. I didn't really get what I wanted done, but it was a really short week, and time was an issue again. So getting into the Druid, because I did do a key on Druid as tank. It's a blast as bear. It's going to be even better in 10.1.5 with the rework of the tree. They're going to be crazy strong, especially with their tier piece too. So they might get nerfed coming down the road. Nonetheless, this week's affixes are incorporeal, while in combat, being periodically appeared and attempt to weaken players. Okay. And spiteful, corpse from non-boss enemies, so you'll see the spitefuls jump up. That is what this week's affixes are. Looting for the Druid as Feral, because why not? Everything's going to be an upgrade because I didn't play my Druid a lot last season. So we'll take the belt, throw it on, call it a day. Not a bad pickup. I got a 10 Neltheris. And the belt can just go on. I will then go on to my main friend plus, which is the Prot Paladin. It's been a really fun tank to play. It does really well. And then plus, it did have that nerf at the beginning for wings, but it is still doing very, very well. The utility on a Paladin is just phenomenal. Other tanks are creeping up on it. If you can play Monk really well, Monk is an extremely good tank right now. But Monk is probably one of the hardest tanks to play in the game. It does require a ton of keybinds. Actually, I'm just going to hand this quest in since I'm here. And because if you keep these like I do, if I can find it, you can have an instant 2500 rep with these people. And I can't find it very quickly. So I guess I'll just warp and do it after. And hand it back in. I keep forgetting where it is. Oh, there we are. Instant 2500. And we're done for the week. Found it. I never remember what it's called. So there's another 2500 token I'll save for next week. That way you can instant hand in the quest. And then warp back, because traveling back and forth with only one Hearthstone is a bit of a challenge some of the time. Now, I did quite a few dungeons on the Paladin. I didn't get what I wanted to get done in general, but I still got a bunch done, which was helpful. We're obviously looting as Prot. And I need tier is what I need, and I got none of it. Terrific. Thank you, game. Crit versus neck. Worst stats for Prot. Crit. Like, just awful, awful stats. I got crit versus everything. Garbage. Just garbage. How is that Prot stats when haste mastery is your best? Give me crit versus. Well, this is a pretty crappy vault, not gonna lie. All shit I don't want. Anything with verse I don't want. It's fucking trash. But I guess I'll take the boots. And I got no tier on the Paladin. Thank you, game. Boots on which I literally just upgraded. And there you go. Fucking another ring with verse on it. Like, just garbage stats I keep getting. Roll as Prot, and it gives you junk that I don't want. So, lucky, crappy stuff. Oh, and then I did dungeons on both the DK and the evoker. And the evoker I was playing in raid as well. Devastation. So I'll save the evoker for last. We'll do a quick DK. It only got one done, so it gets what it gets. Which probably is going to be better stats than what my Paladin got. Paladin, I have just had terrible luck this season on gear. It's all had verse on it. It's all just been barely dropped on it, and it's all just crappy stats. So, well, we'll plug away on the Paladin and hopefully get something better. But That's for the DK. Plain blood. And, oh, it caught the trinket. So, it's actually a pretty good trinket. With the absorb on it. I don't know if it's really good for blood. I know it's really good for prot. Probably good for blood, I'm assuming. I'll just throw it on anyway because my other trinkets are lower, 408s. And on to the last one, the evoker. Now the evoker, I did do normal raid on. I think I only downed a couple. Did I down a heroic boss? I think we got a heroic done. I just gotta find out for sure. I can't remember. I think I did. So I should have some good options on the evoker. Also, I parked it near the quest so I could check it out on this one as well. I hope I still have the 2500 token on this guy. I remember the last one looked like a little fish head, but I don't see it on this one, so I'll have to port back and forth because I don't see it. It's probably somewhere in here, but I never know what they are called. If you remember what they are called, let me know. Because I just hang on to a bunch of stuff just in case. So I will just warp and figure it out later. Don't forget to pick up your quest aiding the Accord. You can always get your rep that way as well. And depending on what it is this week, you can usually get some pretty, well, you get some decent rep. And some of it's pretty easy. So, don't forget to pick that up.
Waters flow.
We are looting the devastation. Ton of stuff as the evoker. Tier shoulders. Interesting. Trinket, tier chest. Oh, I'll be taking the tier chest for sure. For sure. It sucks I do need the weapon, but I'm going to make a weapon. 52 item level upgrade. I just need to confirm that none of those are my best trinkets. I don't think they are because I have one of the best ones already. And the other one is the fragment. So tier chest on the evoker will give me 2-piece, I believe, as I should have tier shoulders in here. I do have tier shoulders. I will be taking the tier chest. The evoker got a ton of good stuff. So I will now replace the chest and the shoulders to run 2 and 2. Double 2-piece. So I will have some decent stuff going on, hopefully, on the evoker for damage. I don't know why that didn't go on. There we are. Did I load that? I just didn't save it. I equipped it. Interesting. So yeah, this should do some good damage now. Even better than what I was before. I'm still running the old weapon. I could have taken the weapon there, but I really want tier on this because tier is really good, and I'm gonna craft a weapon because I have the offhand anyway. I do have a 2-piece I could upgrade, but I do have an offhand at 415, which I would just upgrade as well. So that is the weekly vault. Let me know what you got there. Sorry this one dragged on by going through a bunch of stuff, but don't forget to like, share, subscribe, deflect, Firm but Fair Gaming. We'll see you in the next video.